Just curious from you guys looking at Texas, what do you see out of their defense? What do they like to do, and what do you think they might try to do differently against y'all?
Their defense or their offense?
Oh, this is Hudson. Oh, sorry, wrong Henry. Yeah, flip it around. How about their offense? What do you think? What do you see out of their offense, and what do you like to try? Sorry, I walk in late and I'm totally discombobulated.
You're good. I think their offense is good. I think they do a really good job creating explosive plays. They like to push the ball down the field. Obviously, they love the big play. That's what give their offense a juice, if you know what I mean. I like what I see from their offensive line. I think they have a pretty athletic group that they have a lot of experience. They've played in a lot of games, and they also have a running back who makes a lot of plays for them. I think their quarterback for his first game in college played really well and handled the stress in a good way. So I think all around they have a pretty good unit. We just need to play our game.
You talk about Card a little bit more. What you see in his game?
Well, I thought he did a good job extending plays with his feet. ULL managed to get pressure at times, and he made plays, extended plays with his feet, but also he had plenty of throws down the field that he made and stood in there and made some good throws. So for his first game in college, he did pretty good.
Nate?
Yeah, Hayden, just with the targeting, with the linebackers, you and then Grant and Bumper, just psychologically, what does it do to you all come into this game? Does it make you a little hesitant or anything?
Doesn't slow me down at all. I'm going to play my game. I know that, Bump went down and I got to step up and, play my game. It's not going to slow me down any. I promise you that.
How was it that first half with Grant out and you unable to play? How frustrating?
Very frustrating. Obviously, I'm literally standing there on the sideline helpless when I know I would be in the game helping our team. So that's very frustrating, but it is the rule. So I got to sit out and, pay my penalty or whatever. But, I went in the second half and I was a little ticked off. So I thought that kind of fueled me a little bit.
Hayden, Bumper has to sit out the first half of this game. Is there anything you can give him, advice-wise as to how to handle, how to get ready pregame, whenever, you're going to have to get ready, then have a half, and then not play until the second half?
Well, there's nothing I can tell him that, Coach Scheer can't tell him. He's got to prepare this week like he's playing in the whole game, just like I did last week. And I know he will. He's a guy that this whole team can count on, that when he goes in the game, everyone knows he's going to make a play. And so, it's obviously it sucks. He's got to sit out, and mentally I know he'll be locked in and ready to play in the second half.
Hayden, what does the Texas game mean to the Henry family and to you? How does this go down for you?
Well, it's very important. My dad and my grandfather played basketball here. They both played in the Southwest Conference. So this is a game that's not, unfamiliar to my family. I remember growing up, my dad did not like Texas very much. And that was their big rivalry. They did not like Texas. And so for me, it's a big game because it means a lot. But every game means a lot. So like I've been saying, we got to go play our game. We got to play tough and physical, and we can do it.
Yeah, and then when you look at them, obviously success in recent years, and they're joining the SEC in a few years. Does this almost feel kind of like you're about to take on a conference opponent in some ways?
Yeah, I'll be long gone by then, but pretty soon they're stepping into this conference. So this will be a little taste of what fans will get to see for years and years to come.
Dudley?
Obviously, Andrew Parker came in and played well. Talk about some of the depth y'all have there now, and also I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you if you made anybody cry and got a blizzard on Saturday.
Andrew played amazing. Honestly, I was so proud of him. He definitely played his best game so far of college. He stepped in and played really, really well. So I'm really proud of him for that. I thought he really flew around, made a lot of plays. As far as Dairy Queen goes, yes, I did go to Dairy Queen. You can rewatch the film. I did make somebody cry. I don't know if he was crying. I don't know. I didn't see tears, but he was definitely hurting. He was in pain for sure. Scotty.
Yeah, not being able to play in the first half Saturday. You said you're ticked off. I guess just before you go in, like how amped up are you, to get in the game, and then once you got in, how do you feel like you played? What did you do well?
I thought I played well. I didn't play the best game I've ever played. As far as just being ticked off, I mean, I'm sitting there the whole half. First game of the year, I'm paying a penalty for a penalty that I'm paying a suspension for a penalty that I committed 10 months ago. So it's a little bit outlandish, but I had to sit out. And so that was a little bit of a pent-up aggression, definitely in the second half. I thought I played good. Didn't play my best game. I thought I tackled well and used my hands good, played physical. But, it is what it is.
Last thing for me, you got any thoughts on John Ridgeway, possibly playing this week? What have you seen out of a guy like him?
He's an absolute beast, and I'm excited for everyone to get to watch what I've seen him do all of fall camp because he's a monster. And when he's in shoulder pads and a helmet, you're like, how are you human? Because you look so big. And when he's right in front of you and you're in your stance, you're like, this guy's taking up both A gaps. But with that being said, I am excited to play with him. I think I think he can be a special player for us. And I think he's getting healthy and feeling good. So.
Yeah, Hayden, you guys had some big SEC wins last year, but Texas is up, I think, about 15 or 16 in the AP poll coaches. How big a win would this be if you guys could pull it off?
It would be a big win, just like every game that we win would be a big game. So it's definitely important for us to win this game.
And you had a nice crowd Saturday, obviously a lot more people than could be around last year, but I think this is going to be quite a big, it's sold out. It's going to be a night game, a lot of atmosphere, ESPN, all that. What are you anticipating from the atmosphere and the crowd and everything?
Hopefully I'm anticipating some home field advantage, which would be something that I haven't experienced in a while. I would love to have a serious home field advantage and get some loud fans in there that want to, actually help us out and, be extremely loud. I mean, when you're out there on third down and there's 75,000 people screaming, it's really hard for an offense to, convert and make plays. So I'm really excited to play in front of a huge crowd like that. I hope it can, we can use it to our advantage.
Go one more. You mentioned their running back Robinson, maybe Bijan, I think is number 5. What specifically impresses you about his game?
Well, he's really fast. I mean, he makes a lot of really good plays. He hits the hole downhill, and he's not afraid to run you over. But he's also got a great cut. He can juke you out, make moves. He also lines up at wide receiver and makes plays for him there. So he's a very dynamic player, and we got to make sure to limit him as much as we can.
Thanks.
Come back around, Hutch.
Hayden, you mentioned how important Texas is to your family and stuff. What do you remember about that 2014 game that Hunter got to play in?
I was there. I just remember that the Arkansas defense played really well. I don't remember how many rushing yards Texas had, but I think they really shut them down. I remember that, and then I remember just that old Brett Bielema style offense just kind of wearing those guys down. So hoping for the same thing here this weekend.
Tom, you got anything else? Yeah. How pent up is Grant going to be to play Saturday?
Let me tell you something. He is pent up. He is ready to play, and he's been practicing like it. So I'm pumped to get to stand by him and go to war with him on Saturday.
It's that time of the year again, and all eyes are now turning to football as teams are back on the gridiron to start the football season. As always, BetOnline is your #1 spot for all of the pro and college football action this season. Get all of the updated odds, props, and contests, including the online's biggest $500,000 NFL Mega Contest, the world's largest $200,000 NFL Survivor Contest, open now at BetOnline. Here's what you have to do. Head to the website or use your mobile device applies to sign up today and receive your 100% welcome bonus. Take advantage of their opening day super promo. Make a bet on the Thursday, September 9th season opener between the Super Bowl champion Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Dallas Cowboys. And if you lose, your wager's going to be refunded for up to $25 for new customers only when signing up and using the promo code NFL100. BetOnline is the fastest and easiest way to bet on all your favorite sports. BetOnline, your online sportsbook experts.